let's just use names. I gotta go to sleep. So I was up until 4:30 last night because for a birthday call with my mom, and hopefully I can talk to you about things I want to talk to you about, unlikely, in 4 minutes, and then we can do a highlight reel of all my hilarious jokes as I emceed the Zoom birthday party. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I just sent a long email to the trainer, Alexia. Veronique, who works for Gamma Plan, I hope they can't sue me for using their names or whatever. Not that anybody's seeing this. Veronique, she kept telling me, don't hesitate, ask questions. If you need clarification on something, say it. But of course, when you're honestly looking for clarification, you're gonna be like, that doesn't make sense to me because of this. So show me how it does make sense, right? Not just like that doesn't make sense for me, and then give me whatever bullshit you have, and then I'm gonna be appeased. So in an ideal society, when you want to understand something better, you can actually be like, I think that's wrong. Here's why I think that's wrong. Show me how it's right, despite this fact or this idea or this interpretation that I have. Which is actually gonna kind of be a nice segue into the next thing. But anyway, I'm just exhausted. Oh right, so Veronique, she just kept encouraging me, send an email, blah blah, don't hesitate. And so I let myself do it. I typed this long email asking a whole bunch of questions, pointing out a whole bunch of things that didn't make sense to me. And then I texted Veronique and I was like, can I CC you on this, or will that be a little bit too aggressive to include you on this email that, although it isn't an attack, I've had enough experience with humans to know that it could read as one. And maybe I'll share that email with you, I don't know. All right, so we're at 2 minutes already. Okay, so speaking of interpretations and all that, so I was hanging out with my friend yesterday, Odd. We were talking about truth and these trainers, and she was giving me her own opinion, so she disagrees with the trainer and slightly with the veterinarian, and she's got her own ideas and so on about dominance and so on, which Alexia, the trainer, hates. Anyway, so we were talking about truth, and we were talking about another thing because, like I had explained the other day, she doesn't like one of my friends because he hadn't said hello. But she explained that it was actually really because of the way that he, there's no way that my friend is saying this, or that he would understand what I'm saying right now. If Odd is seeing this, but I don't even think she has my channel. But anyway, Jesus, how do I waste time like this? So anyway, no, we were just talking about truth in general, okay? Forget the bonjour thing. So we're talking about truth in general, and the question of faith, that's what it was. Because in one of my videos, I don't know whether it was a vlog video, but in one of my videos I talk about how I think faith is bullshit. I don't think anybody actually has faith. I think that they use that as their last line of defense when the reasons that their brain have accepted, when the reasons that their brain has accepted to believe in this thing are dismissed, where we find that those reasons don't actually lead to their conclusion. And so then after we go through their reasons, and then they say, oh, well, you know what, it's just faith. And so anyway, so when I said that thing about that their reasons don't actually work, she said to me, Odd said to me,
their reasons don't work for you, sweet heiress. The reasons don't work for you. The reasons don't make sense, or don't lead to that conclusion for you.
And I was like, nah, honey, nah. We weren't actually using terms of endearment like that sarcastically, but there was, we both were fairly confident in what we were saying. I think I was less confident, but anyway. So I was like, no, truth exists, and she agreed that truth exists. So you can objectively evaluate, well, you can try to objectively evaluate the reasons. Of course, it'll automatically be subjective, because that's the definition of subjective. Fuck, how did I get to this point? Already 4 minutes, 50 seconds. So forget the highlight reel. Or that can be a bonus maybe. Okay, so anyway, so she says, no, they don't work for you. And I was like, no, it doesn't make any sense. You can talk about how all people have different experiences and perspectives and all this stuff. And yes, that contributes to their subjectivity. But the whole idea of finding truth is to say, okay, so I'm gonna try to objectively I'm going to try to look at this as objectively as possible. I'm going to try to see how this fits into the evidence that we have in the world and so on. I don't know whether I just exhausted her or whether she ended up agreeing with me. I wish I could have treated that more, but we're out of time. So I'm frustrated. I'm going to go lie down. I hope I didn't make a mistake by sending that email. Oh, just to explain, the reason that I'm exhausted is because I'm terribly terrified that the trainer's going to be upset by my email, and that I've just caused myself more problems, and I don't fucking understand that I'm not allowed to be myself with people. And no matter how much they insist,
hey, yeah, I just want to have a frank discussion and all that.
It's total bullshit, and I don't understand why I can't learn that lesson, but I'm glad I'm out here, and so I don't have to deal as much with people. But I'm just terrified that that Alexia, as a trainer, is going to say, oh, no, fuck this guy, he thinks he has all the answers, and he's showing me no respect, or something like that, and then I lose her help, and maybe even Veronique's help, and then I'm just screwed.